When you begin the journey of improving your English speaking skills, it is important to understand something very gently and clearly. Speaking is not just about words. It is about confidence, comfort, rhythm, and the quiet connection between your thoughts and your voice. Many people try to improve quickly, but they feel stuck, nervous, or unsure. This is not because they are not capable. It is because they are trying to speak without first understanding how learning truly grows. Slowly, deeply, and consistently. So let us sit together for a moment and explore this step by step, like a calm conversation, where you begin to see not just what to do, but how to feel while doing it. At the heart of improving English speaking skills fast lies one simple truth. You must create a daily relationship with the language. Just like any meaningful relationship in life, it grows through time, attention, and presence. You cannot rush connection, but you can nurture it every day. One of the most powerful things you can do is surround yourself with English. Not in a stressful way, but in a natural and gentle way. Listen to English songs, watch simple videos, hear conversations. Even if you do not understand everything, your mind is like a quiet listener. It absorbs patterns, tones, and expressions slowly. Over time, these sounds begin to feel familiar, and familiarity reduces fear. You see, fear is often the biggest barrier in speaking. Many learners are not silent because they don't know words. They are silent because they are afraid of making mistakes. But mistakes are not signs of failure. They are signs that your mind is trying, exploring, and growing. When you shift your thinking from, "I must be perfect," to, "I am learning," something inside you relaxes. And when you relax, your voice becomes more natural. Another gentle but powerful practice is speaking with yourself. Yes, quietly, in your own space. Talk about your day, your thoughts, your plans. It may feel strange at first, but it is one of the safest ways to build confidence. When you speak to yourself, there is no judgment, no pressure, only practice. Slowly, your mind learns how to turn thoughts into spoken words. This connects deeply with something very important: consistency. Small efforts repeated daily create real change. Even just 15-20 minutes of speaking practice every day can transform your ability over time. It is not about doing a lot in one day. It is about doing a little every day. Like water slowly shaping stone, your daily effort quietly builds your skill. Now, let us move a little deeper. Speaking is not only about talking, it is also about listening carefully. When you listen, you begin to understand how sentences are formed, how words connect, and how emotions are expressed. Pay attention to simple conversations. Notice how people pause, how they use simple words instead of complex ones. Language is not about showing intelligence. It is about sharing meaning. Another important part of learning fast is understanding before memorizing. When you truly understand a sentence, it stays in your mind longer and feels easier to use. So instead of trying to remember many difficult words, focus on simple sentences that you understand deeply. Use them again and again in different situations. This builds strong foundations. You may also notice something interesting. When you start learning regularly, your mind becomes sharper, more active, more curious. This is because learning feeds your brain. And when you feed your mind daily, you grow faster than most people who stay in the same routine without learning. This is why even a small daily habit of English can place you ahead over time. Now let us gently talk about confidence. Confidence does not come from knowing everything. It comes from accepting that you do not know everything and still choosing to speak. Many people wait until they feel ready, but readiness comes after action, not before it. When you speak, Even with mistakes, you train your mind to become stronger. Slowly, your hesitation reduces. You can also practice speaking with others. It may feel uncomfortable at first, but growth often begins in small discomfort. When you talk to someone, even in simple English, you learn how real conversations flow. You learn to listen, respond, and adjust. This builds real life skill, not just knowledge. Another beautiful way to improve quickly is imitation. Listen to a sentence and repeat it exactly, trying to match the tone and rhythm. This is not copying in a negative way. It is learning in a natural human way. Just like children learn by copying sounds around them, you too can learn by observing and repeating. And here, observation becomes a quiet superpower. When you observe how people speak, how they express emotions, how they use simple phrases, you begin to understand language beyond words. You notice patterns, and patterns help you speak naturally. There is also something very important to understand about progress. Progress in speaking is often invisible at first. You may feel like nothing is changing, but inside your mind, connections are forming, slowly and silently. Like a seed growing under the soil, your improvement may not be visible immediately, but it is happening. And one day, suddenly, you will notice you are speaking more easily than before. So patience becomes your quiet companion. Not the kind of patience that waits without action, but the kind that continues with trust. Let me share something very simple but powerful with you. Each morning, before you begin your day, say to yourself, "I will speak today," even if it is imperfect. This small sentence changes your mindset. It removes pressure and replaces it with intention, and intention shapes action. Also, keep your learning joyful. If learning feels heavy, your mind resists. But when it feels light and interesting, your mind opens. Watch things you enjoy, talk about topics you like, use words that connect with your life. Language grows faster when it feels personal. Over time, your speaking will not just improve, it will become a part of you. You will not translate in your mind. You will begin to think in English. And that is the moment where everything feels easier. So if you truly want to improve your English speaking skills fast, remember this gentle truth. Speed does not come from rushing. It comes from daily connection, calm practice, and consistent effort. Start small, speak daily, listen deeply, observe quietly, accept mistakes, stay patient. And slowly, without even realizing it, you will transform. Tell me, when you think about speaking English, what feeling comes first inside you? Is it fear, excitement, or something in between?